that? Yes, I want to be a baker. I want to be a scientist when I grow up. Be a forensic pathologist. I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a mortician.
You say mortician?
Yes, I think he did.
But what exactly is it?
It's a funeral director.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Well, someone has to do it.
Dead people?
Don't worry, we are going to logically and respectfully show you what happens behind the scenes in a funeral home. It is nothing to be afraid of. Everyone will have to deal with this sometime in their life.
Benjamin Franklin said, "In this world, nothing can be certain except death and taxes. Death is a sure thing for everyone, but in our culture, it is shrouded in mystery." In America, funeral services have become an industry, and there is someone to help the family of the deceased person every step of the way. The loss of a loved one is very difficult for most people. Helping them through the process of making funeral arrangements is important in creating closure and emotional healing during their time of loss and grief.
We decided to visit the Branchburg Funeral Home to learn more about this process.
That's okay, I'll just wait here.
Let's go.
I don't want to go.
Come on.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Well, Jason's fourth generation.
Yeah, when you grow up in a family business, no matter what it is. Well, I'm 40. I'll be 42 years old. I probably started working in the funeral home, when I was a kid, 10, 11 years old. And then, I went to school to get my license. So, licensed 20 years I have my license.
And then this is where people just gather. This is an area where when they come in, there's always someone at the door during the service, so people, it's just a relaxing place for them to come in.
First thing the morticians do is clean the body, and they store in a special refrigerated room to slow down decomposition. Then the mortician has to meet with the family members of the deceased. That is when they sit down and make decisions about what they would like for the burial and service.
What it's come to, our generation is choosing to personalize, customize the memorialization. And rather than just a generic cookie cutter casket, they can come in and they can choose. They can say, geez, Dad loved golf, or Mom loved golf. It's all emotional. And if it helps emotionally, helps them get through a bad time, then
All that's wood, mahogany, walnut, cherry, maple. These are all your really expensive woods. And those always on the pine being the cheapest, like the wood you would buy at Home Depot or something. All right, so like over here, this is a really fancy schmancy Kearsley. Solid rock. That's what it is.
That must be a hard time for them. What decisions do they have to make?
Well, they have to decide if they want a burial or cremation. More and more people are choosing cremations than ever before. This chart shows the number of cremations in the U.S. and the percentages. Notice there are not many reported in 1996, but in 2011, more than 40% of the people chose cremation.
Everyone to take a little piece of the cremains home with them. They can go in here, so everyone in their family can have some. This person is being stored here until the family decides to bury them or scatter them.
Before the body can be displayed for viewing, it needs to be embalmed. Embalming is the process of removing blood and other fluids and putting in chemicals to delay decomposition.
There's a body under there.
And then these tubes are hooked up to instruments.
Gabriella touched the nose.
Arteries in your veins and pump the fluid in. And that's how your body's preserved.
Scary.
This here is a arterial tube that goes in the artery and in the vein. And when you open it up, blood flows out while the embalming fluid comes in.
And how do you handle the emotional side?
Oh, good question.
You know what, you have to remember that you're coming in from a place of support and comfort, and that if you do your job well, then you're helping the family.
So you just try to do things best, try to be a good person.
What life lessons have you learned by doing this job?
I think we tend to be a little more carefree with our lives because we see so many people who have regrets. And I tell my children every day to do every single thing that they want to do because you don't know.
I'm coming home. Morticians and other funeral industry workers play an important role. They help families through a difficult time of losing a loved one, and they help prepare the deceased person for their final farewell.